Hi, I'm Andy,
I'm Wendy.
and we're
Outdoor Whiskey
Life. As you can see, we are outside
Yay!
in this beautiful area. We are actually at Eisenhower State Park, just outside Denison, Texas. It's right on the border of Texas and Oklahoma. It's on Lake Tacoma. It is beautiful out
Beautiful.
here. This is exactly what this channel is about. It's just hanging out, being outside, being in the nice wooded wilderness area.
Yeah.
And drinking some wonderful whiskey. I mean, let's face it, this is what we live for. Today we are going to be drinking a Kilbrin Irish Whiskey. So
It's our first one.
it's our first Irish whiskey. We have moved on from the Canadian whiskey and graduated to Irish whiskey. We'll be walking through a bunch of different Irish whiskeys. This is going to be one of many that we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and read what it says. Kilbrin Irish Whiskey. Kilbrin Irish Whiskey is made by blending rich malt whiskey produced from malt barley with finest grain whiskey in Ireland. A gold color with delicate fruity, attractive aromas and velvety, vibrant, fruity, light to medium body. Sounds good.
Okay.
A great Irish whiskey with wonderful layers of spice, fruit, and grain. The word whiskey derives from the Irish, I'm going to butcher this, Uska Bretha, meaning water of life. Enjoy Kilbrin on its own or with ice or with your favorite mixer.
Okay.
So, first things first, let's talk about this. This is Irish whiskey. So what do you think that means?
It's made in Ireland.
Perfect. It's simple as that.
I got it.
As long as it is made and produced in the island of Ireland, whether or not it's Northern Ireland or the Republic of Ireland, it has to be produced on the Isle of Ireland for it to be an Irish whiskey. Now, there's different types of Irish whiskey, and I'm pretty sure we have a big variety of them. There's pot-stilled whiskey, there's grain Irish, there's mixed blends, there's malted Irish, and there's malted barley, unmalted barley. So there's several different versions of it. I'm going to assume that this is a blend because it talked about using grain and malt.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and pop
So
into this.
it's a green bottle. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but you can't tell what color it is.
Yeah, it just looks green.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like there could be water in there.
Oh, we have.
A cork.
I want you, if you can hear it. Sorry, you probably can't hear it, but I can hear it. Sounds
can
great.
hear it.
It's awesome.
Okay.
So let's take a look at this. Definitely got the golden color like they said it does.
Yeah, it's light.
It's
I mean,
definitely a lot lighter.
definitely lighter than...
Well, and
the other ones.
another thing is that I'm not, I can almost be 100% sure, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think they can't add coloring
No.
and or any type of flavor
Any
to
artificial flavors or
It's-
coloring? No.
it. It's straight from the barrel.
That's just Canada.
So it's definitely got its own unique color. This has an age statement on it. It's a
Okay.
3-year-old. So probably not as long as your typical whiskeys. Oh, I'm sorry. This one doesn't have an age statement.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I
No,
apologize.
it doesn't.
I thought it did.
Then let's
But I
smell
think it has to be barreled for at least 3 years. That's my guess. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. All right. You already know
it.
that.
I already know that.
Definitely get the fruity smell.
Yeah.
Definitely get a fruity
that's
smell.
fruity.
It's almost fruity with a little bit of floral.
I was trying to pinpoint that. I think it is floral.
Yeah, there's a hint
Kinda
of
flowery.
like almost like that earthy floral tone. A slight alcohol burn.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
can
get
smell
you
a
get a
little bit.
little bit of it. You don't get a lot.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to dive
Okay,
in?
I'm ready. spice to it.
It's definitely got some spice. So
Yeah.
this is definitely completely different than a Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
And I understand that, you know, we've been doing a lot of Canadian, but now we're starting this completely different taste.
Yeah.
I can definitely taste that velvetyness. So when you first get it in there,
Yes.
you do get kind of like a little bit of an alcohol, but it's flavored. It's almost like it's a textured flavor to it. And then you get this real nice, smooth, soft feel on the mouth, and then you get kind of like a kick of a spice of some sort.
Yes.
And as it's going down, it washes
Yeah.
down. You have like this brief moment of alcohol burn, but then it dissipates into this nice spice of,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what type of complexity spice it is or anything like that, but it is some type of
Like
spice.
you're right, it's a lot more complex. So it has a lot of different layers, like a lot more than the other ones that we've been trying.
Super easy.
I would say velvety. I like that word.
That's like the perfect description
Yeah.
of it. Maybe what they're talking about when they say vibrant, maybe that's all that different components of the spices just mixed in together. I think, again, I'm not 100% sure. You know, we're not too sure on the whiskeys and stuff like that from Ireland. I think they have to use pre-charred barrels.
Okay.
I think.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I don't know if it's new oak barrels. I don't think it would be this spicy. I feel like it would be
Yeah.
a lot sweeter.
Okay.
Where this has definitely got the spice to it, which makes me think it's already a pre-charred barrel.
Okay.
Maybe it's definitely aged longer than 3 or 4 or 5 years. Who knows?
Maybe.
It's not dark, but it's definitely got a lot of flavor to
It's
it.
got a lot more flavor than some of the darker Canadian whiskeys that we've been trying.
But then again, they could have been adding color to it.
Exactly. It goes down smooth, doesn't it?
Such an easy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, very easy, very well rounded. I mean, for someone who's, you know, not too sure about the next step, like this is a good entry for Irish whiskey.
And it's not too expensive, right? Is this around?
No, I think this one, I think we got this for about 25, maybe 20 or
Okay.
25, maybe $30. I don't think it was that
So
high.
between
But
20 and 30. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's not too bad.
no, I mean, especially for something if you're kind of dabbling in it. I did notice on the front here, it says established in like 2019 or 2017, sorry. So it seems like it may be a brand new Irish whiskey.
Interesting.
That doesn't necessarily mean that the whiskey itself is only 3 years. That just means that that's when they started,
Okay.
you know, producing it to actually consumption.
Okay.
Because a lot of times they'll actually borrow someone else's warehouse and bottle the whiskey inside the barrel, inside this bottle, and call it their home because they're buying that whiskey.
Gotcha.
So you never know.
Okay.
Interesting feel, but I love this
I like
whiskey.
it.
This is good
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah. Again, you know, this is what we live for. We are actually in a state park.
Yay.
This is what we've always wanted.
There's a breeze. It's actually not that hot. Like for a July.
It's not that hot, but I'm sweating my butt off.
It's hot. But
It's hot, but it's not that hot. It's definitely a cool
not as
breeze.
normal.
Yeah, and I think it's because we're by the lake.
Yeah.
But thank you guys.
Yes.
If you like what we have to say and see, please hit subscribe. Appreciate any comments. My name's Andy,
I'm Wendy.
and we are
Outdoor
Outdoor
Whiskey
Whiskey Life.
Life.